Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a Buffbunny review of the new VIDA collection, and this collection is very special because it's a collab with Teresa. Literally so deserving, so proud of her, so happy for her. She nailed this collection. So I'm going to be going over everything, launching my thoughts, and obviously showing you guys how the pieces look on me. So her collection is dropping May 17th, which is a Saturday at 1 p.m. CST. All the time zones right here so you don't miss out. Code Bailey saves you 10% off, does help support me and keep these reviews coming. But let's get into the review. This color palette, like, she nailed the colors. Like, everything goes so well together and is just the most summer-esque palette. Every color is beautiful. So we have Tequila Sunrise. I'm obsessed. That's probably my favorite color for sure. Candy Crush coming back. Rosita Pink. Sunrise Ombre. I freaking love an ombre, so I'm very happy about that. Playa. Siren Holographic. You guys also know I love a holographic. And then we have Azul coming back. That I do believe that Teresa had named and picked this one for her collab, but it came a little bit early, kind of like my guava. We have Mar, Teal, Leche, Oat Milk, White, Onyx Black, and Charcoal. And all of her bras are BTC, so I love that. I know last summer was a lot of IBTC, so I love that we're seeing more BTC options. So the girlies that need more coverage, more support, are definitely going to be covered in this launch. Color comparison pictures in real quick, and I'll also do some on screen just to kind of give you a better visual in case you want to do color combos or if you want to see if it's similar to anything. We'll start with Tequila Sunrise, my favorite. So this is a little bit darker than Guava, and that's probably why I love it so much, because I think even mix and matched with Guava would be stunning. Guava's a little bit more lighter, pastel-y. This is definitely a more vibrant color. Mix and match, so cute. Of Orange Soda, which also would be a very cute colored combo. And then Peach Rings also would be super cute. Tequila Sunrise will go so well with any color. Like even the blues. I've already done color comparisons of Azul because it dropped last time. So I'm just gonna insert the photos for those. However, Playa is new, so I'm gonna do on-screen color comparisons for that one. Very similar, I would say to like Airhead Aqua, just a little bit more green. So here is the Form Airhead Aqua, less marled, but again, it's a little bit darker. I still think you could definitely mix and match these. This is Aqua Dream, so this one's definitely more blue, darker, but still I feel like would pair really well together. And then we've got Playa to Mar, Playa to Azul, Playa to H2O, to Warhead, Jean Genie, Alaska, Rainwater Blue, Blue Bubbles, Double Mint, and then Sterling. So we have Mar to Double Mint. That's a cute color combo. Blue Bubbles, Rainwater Blue, Alaska, Jean Genie, Warhead, Aqua Dreams, Airhead Aqua, another cute color combo. Here it is to Sterling. And then Mar to Azul. And then we have the new Siren Holographic. So I'm going to compare it to all the other holographics. Black Cherry Patent. And then my pink holo. New blues as well. Siren to Mar, Playa. Azul, be cute with even Aqua Dreams. Blue Bubbles. Alaska, no. Double Mint. Warhead, H2O, Jean Genie, Airhead Aqua. We'll start with the Nubri collection. Again, 74% nylon, 26% spandex, medium compression, double brushed fabric. Very soft. I'll add this one in later. It has not arrived, so I'll go into the fit and feel once it arrives. But this is the Newbury Notch sports bra, completely new. So this is coming in Tequila Sunrise, Candy Crush, Mar, Oat Milk, Onyx Black, 46 US and 58 Canadian dollars. Newbury fabric, light to medium support level, 1-inch elasticized support band, curved notch front detail, unrestricted back design, and removable bust pads. I think I sized down and asked for Tequila Sunrise in this one. Again, once it comes, I will pop in the clip next. Then we have another new bra, the Rosita Sports Bra, Tequila Sunrise, Candy Crush, Onyx Black and White. This one is also delayed, so once that comes, I'll pop in my thoughts and try on next. This is Newbury fabric as well, medium support level, 1-inch elasticized bottom band, double tube straps, side bodice style lines, removable bust pads. So this is, I believe, a short line of the Rosa bra. I believe that's what she said. So many people have been asking for that, so I think the girls are gonna lose their mind. And then we have Legacy, and she gave us the option. She gave us a 6-inch, a 4-inch, and the leggings. So we have the 6-inch, 48 US, 58 Canadian dollars, Tequila Sunrise, Candy Crush, and Mar. Newbury fabric, 6-inch, medium compression, ultra high rise, butterfly 3-back seam waistband, no front rise seams. So I did extra small in this, and because last launch, was it last launch? Yeah, with Lunar, the Newbury that I got felt a lot more compressive than previously, but I do feel like I regret not getting extra small because it was definitely feeling bigger, not as compressive as previous. Very soft though, but the back of the waistband is quite loose to where when I move and stuff, it just kind of slides a little bit. So I definitely think I should have done a size down in these, but then obviously it would have been shorter than I like, so that's why I didn't. Does still roll just because it's a very soft fabric. The leg opening is not that tight and it doesn't hit past the thickest part of the thigh. At least on me, I'm 5'4", so it does still roll for me. Has a very long glute seam. If you're a short glute girly, you already know this does not really enhance the glutes at all for us, but it is a very comfortable hot girl walk, lounge, run errands. Like, that's pretty much the only how I wear my Legacy 6-inch shorts. I really don't work out in it. Newbury, especially this, I do feel like I see sweat. I don't feel as confident with the backside in these, so I just don't work out in them, but they're very comfortable for lifestyle. And if you don't care about how the glute seam looks or have longer glutes, you probably will not mind the back seam at all, but as a short glute girly, it's just way too high. It is ultra high rise, depending on your torso. Double lined fabric, very low compression in the tummy area, pretty low in the leg area as well compared to, I feel like, last Newbury launch. But it's got the butterfly 3-back seam. That is what Legacy is known for. No front seam, don't really get camel toe in it. I really hope we see more of Tequila Sunrise. The sticker test. All right, here is the extra small Legacy 6-inch shorts. I am now regretting not getting extra small. I thought with the new Newbury fit, it was gonna be more compressive. But these actually feel bigger than some of my other 6-inch bikers, especially in the back waistband. Like, it's just kind of like hanging there. It's not tight at all. I definitely should have sized down, but I know, like, previously, like, so I have a Lunar, what is that color? Lunar blue or something? Lunar rock? No, that's Divine. I have like this blue in Legacy with the new Newbury, and it was like quite snug, and I was like, oh, I don't need to size down anymore. But I definitely regret not doing extra small in these because the back waistband is just way too big. I have to keep pulling them up with every movement. So that's a little annoying, but like for a lifestyle, like I don't wear these to the gym anyways. I wear these for lounging around my house, running errands, walks. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, that won't stop me from not wearing them, but I wish the waistband in the back was tighter. I don't like it. Definitely is feeling a lot bigger than previous 6-inch Legacy shorts I have. This color, a little bit sheer, but new thong, like I wouldn't stress, but obviously like if you wear like gray or white, you're probably gonna slightly see it, but nude, again, if you don't have a tattoo, nude thong, I really wouldn't stress it. This is definitely thicker than butter, pretty similar sheerness wise as Poshknit. Now again, you guys know Legacy isn't one of my favorites in terms of being flattering on the glutes. Again, it's very comfortable to run errands. Longer glutes, you probably will really like the seam on these. If you have shorter glutes but maybe don't care about a glute seam, or if something is super like booty enhancing, you'll probably really like these for running errands. If you have short glutes and want something that's very flattering, I would skip the Legacy shorts. Do love though that they have the 4-inch and 6-inch, like Teresa has got y'all covered with options. It's ultra high rise on my short torso, so just not my personal favorite rise, but again, for running errands, like very, very comfortable. They're so soft. This is how I personally like to wear them in the cheeks. You don't have to wear them that way. Most people probably don't, but I just have a habit of putting everything up in there, okay? And because of that, because the glute seam is a lot longer, it's just, it kind of like sticks out right here. So again, not the most flattering on me personally, not one of my favorites, but they are very, very comfortable. And if that's what you're looking for, have longer glutes, again, I think you'll like these. Now, Newbury fabric and my Legacy do show sweat. So again, I don't do like super intense workouts in these. I wear them more for lifestyle, lower intense stuff, like again, walking. Yeah, that's just my personal preference. Here's the sticker. If you have a tattoo, like, you might slightly see it. Now, because the leg opening is not super tight, and again, Newbury fabric's pretty soft, even though it's 6 inches, it still rolls pretty bad. So when I do walk in these, they do roll, and I do have to readjust. But can we just talk about Tequila Sunrise with Mar? Again, every color goes so well. Mix and match moments you can do with all of these colors is insane. Every color looks so good together. I love a mix and match moment, and I love when a color palette just flows so well where you can do that. Have the 4-inch if you like a shorter length in Tequila Sunrise, Candy Crush, and more. And again, Newbury fabric, same fit. The main difference is just it's a 4-inch inseam. The 48 US, 58 Canadian dollars. And then we have the Legacy leggings in Tequila Sunrise and Candy Crush, no Mar in the leggings. These are 70 US, 86 Canadian. Newbury fabric, 26 inseam, so full length. Ultra high rise, it has a butterfly 3-seam back waistband detail, no front rise seam. Then we have Poshknit fabric, 70% nylon, 30% spandex, medium compression. Now, Poshknit is very, very similar to ALPHALETE Tenacity. Very soft, but almost a little bit velvety feeling, and is a little bit hotter in my opinion than Newbury. A little bit more compressive than Newbury as well. Sport Revolution Curve Sports Bra. And this will be 46 US, 58 Canadian, and it comes in Mar Azul and Onyx Black. Light to medium support level adjustable straps, curve hem detail. So I did extra, extra small in this. Very glad I sized down, especially as an IBTC girl. So again, I would say pretty much all of the bras are more like for BTC girlies, or if you want more coverage. I'm obviously IBTC, like less coverage, so I just decided to size down in some of them because I knew staying my normal size would probably just have too much coverage for me personally. But again, I'm very, very happy that we have the BTC options and more coverage options for the girlies that want that. It's still probably going to be lower support, but you're going to have really good coverage. It doesn't have a thick elastic band like some of the other ones, like the Rosita or what was it, the Newbury Notch. This is just a elastic band at the bottom, but it has got a lot of coverage, a little bit wider, definitely more for like wider chest gals, larger chest gals. I definitely think had I stuck to my true size as a smaller chested gal, it would have been way too wide, because even when sizing down, it does kind of like lift and pucker a little bit right here because I am quite narrow. So definitely more for like the wider, larger chest girlies. But if you're smaller like me and still want this bra, I would say you could probably size down, but it does get a little bit tight back here, but it doesn't bother me as someone who doesn't mind a tighter fit. Does have adjustable straps, which I really appreciate. It's got removable cups. And can we just take a moment for this color? I freaking love Mar. Like, it's so pretty. I love it. All the blues eat. like Teresa 8, okay? I love all the blues, and her reasoning behind it was just so like, had like this inspo, and it was like different parts of the ocean when you're like flying, you know how like goes to a dark and then into a lighter shade. Obviously, definitely check out her videos. Definitely go into more detail, probably show you the inspo, her vision boards, but like just so thought out, and like I just love the blues. It's Poshknit fabric, so again, a little bit more velvety soft than Newbury. And I did size down to extra, extra small in this bra. It's got a slight scoop under the boobs, kind of like the curve bra. Again, it is more for BTC, so a lot more coverage. I'm IBTC and like a little bit less coverage, that I would definitely prefer the size down. I also did notice on some people, I guess, who stayed true to size, a little bit of like wrinkling right here, so it is a wider bra. So when doing bending movements and stuff, I do get a little bit of puckering, so I think it would have been even worse in my true size. But again, I'm an IBTC girl. This is a BTC bra. It's good to have different width options. So if you're wider chested, larger chested, I think you'll love this bra. I think it's a very cute and like, again, a curved design for the BTC girlies. Sizing down IBTC gives less coverage, helps a little bit with the width right here. And again, the straps are adjustable. It does make the back though quite snug. So if you are debating sizing down, just know that down back here will get a little bit tight. Again, the straps are adjustable, so you can loosen them or tighten them if needed. And even when sizing down, it is a lot of coverage. Or it's still got only like a thin seam down at the bottom, so not like a thick elastic band. Poshknit in general is like a little bit more of a compressive fabric than like butter. Next, we have the Poshknit Scrunch Pocket Legging in Mar Azul Onyx Black. Poshknit fabric, 26 inseam, medium compression, high rise, hidden elastic sewn in back rise for a subtle glute tuck. Bonded pocket edge. So I did Mar extra small. This will be 72 US, 86 Canadian. This is not a scrunch. Again, I've said this when Poshknit scrunch dropped, not a scrunch. What I found out had happened was it was supposed to have the aggressive scrunch, but the manufacturer messed up. So hopefully later we see that, but yeah, that's why it's got the scrunch name in it, because technically it was supposed to be, but I personally do not consider an elastic glute rise to be a scrunch. It's just an elastic glute rise. If there is no scrunch in sight, I feel like labeling it as scrunch is inaccurate. So to me, this is not a scrunch legging. I love pockets though, but I do actually quite like this. Now it's obviously a longer glute seam, so not super short, but once I pull it in the cheeks, like it's still not bad. It's just obviously not going to be like as flattering as like a true scrunch legging, but you still can get glute separation if you want it. You do not have to wear it that way since it's not a true scrunch. It's ultra high rise on my torso. If you have a longer torso, it'll be more high rise. Higher compression than, in my opinion, Newbury. The back has the seams right here, not in the front. Kind of reminds me like the curve in the back, and then it comes to a little slight, not really, but like a faint point, double lined. Medium tummy control, not super snatching, but it's also not as baggy as the Newbury was. It does have pockets, and it's got an elastic band right here. Hopefully it's not the type of pockets that could eventually stretch out depending on how often you use it, what gets put in there. Like hopefully the shape retention is pretty well. So far I haven't noticed anything like stretching out. I do like that we have a pocket legging though. It's been a hot minute. I would say very similar measurement wise, glute seam rise as the contour pocket leggings in my opinion. Obviously this is just Poshknit fabric, not Newbury. Definitely think you can stay true to size on these. I personally don't feel like you need to size up. I also don't feel like you need to size down. I think sizing down probably would make the leg area a little too tight because again, Poshknit's pretty compressive, very similar to ALPHALETE Tenacity. No front seam, so I'm not getting any camel. I believe it's what, a little bit of, again, longer glute seam, high V seam. If you're average glute height or long glute height, you'll like this. If you're a short glute gal looking for a short glute seam, this is obviously not gonna be that, but still separates the cheeks. Very, very comfortable for running errands, and then you've got your pockets too. And Poshknit has shown sweat for me. And it also, again, especially in the crotch area, because the fabric on me, something about when fabrics feel hot in that area, crotch sweat just happens for me. And Poshnit's definitely, because that more velvety soft feel, does feel a little bit hotter, and it does show. It's got the 3D logo. Here are the Poshnit scrunch pockets. Again, this is not a scrunch, it's just a normal glute seam. It's definitely a longer glute seam as well, so not super short glute friendly, but I still feel like it's pretty flattering on the glutes. And again, I love this color. Not everything has to have a short glute seam, but if you're a short glute girl, just know that that's probably how it'll hit on you. If you're an average glute height, long glute height, you won't notice at all. I love when leggings have a pocket. It's so convenient to put stuff in, and it's a pretty decent sized pocket. Elastic band, I think, right at the top. Again, normal glute seam, so not a scrunch, but you still get a little bit of glute separation. If you want to pull it up in there, you don't have to wear it out. Have to pull it in the cheeks if that's not your vibe. Now, if you're a short torso gal, it is ultra high rise. I prefer a little bit of a lower rise, but the ultra high rise to high rise, again, it all depends on your torso. This is where it hits, and I have a short torso for reference. But again, you've got the pockets on the side. Length is 7/8, like it's full length to 7/8. My inseam, I believe, I think I measured was like 26. I'm 5'4", so the length doesn't bother me at all, doesn't feel too short. And again, it's a little bit of a stretchier fabric. Very, very soft. Does show sweat, like crotch sweat, if you're doing like a super intense workout, you get hot. Poshknit definitely feels hotter to like when wearing, like you do feel a little bit hot. But again, I love this color. I love that we have a pocket legging. The sticker also very squat proof in this color, even though it's a lighter blue. Poshknit fabric is pretty thick, so I really don't stress sheerness at all in any Poshknit leggings. Then we have Dream Heather fabric, 87% recycled polyester, 13% spandex, medium compression. So we have the Twilight Dream Heather sports bra coming back, 44 US and 58 Canadian, playa, oat milk, and candy crush. Medium to high support level, long line fit, sweetheart neckline, and removable cups. Did not snag this. It's the only playa bra, I'm pretty sure, or like top in general for this launch. And I don't like this bra on my chest or body. Again, I like a little bit more itty bitty moment, and I just feel like it swallows my chest. So that is coming back, and it'll be in those colors. Then we have the Dream Heather legging at 26 inseam in playa and candy crush, the only legging that comes in playa. And then 70 US, 86 Canadian, medium compression, high rise, and triangle gusset. I did this in extra small, and I would say, I'm pretty sure the measurements are the same. The measurements are the same as from the previous Dream Heather that dropped, the ones that came with the biker shorts. So my least favorite Dream Heather fit, unfortunately. I love this color. Bummed it is the newer fit, because Dream Heather used to be a short torso, short glute legging, one of the very few. And then every time it got relaunched, it just kept changing. And so now it no longer works for short glute girlies or short torso girlies, which is a bit of a bummer, because there were already so little short torso, short glute options. There were tons of ultra high rise, so they just kind of added another one to the 50 million they already have. So I'm not really loving the fit of these, if I'm being quite honest, but I loved this color. So I had to snag, and I also wanted to snag just to see if maybe there were changes this drop, because again, I swear every time it drops there's a change, but no, it's the same fit as the ones that just dropped. So if you loved the fit of those, you'll love these. If you didn't like the fit of those, probably skip these. Very high glute seam now, ultra high rise on me. I would definitely say it's more true to size though. I know like the first few drops it was quite snug, most people sized up, but now it's definitely more true to size, so I think you can stay to your normal size. Dream Heather fabric is kind of like Patula Bear Fleece. It's almost like thermal leggings, but not, if that makes sense. Like, it's when on, like, I get bad crotch sweat in this, because again, anytime I feel it, like a material feels like warm or hot, it just like crotch sweat is just inevitable for me, so I did have that issue. And Dream Heather is definitely a warmer fabric. It's usually something I only grab in winter personally, but again, I loved this color. This is also full length on me. I'm 5'4". Again, it's got much better, it's got a lot of stretch now. We'll do the sticker test, try her on. I think Teresa did such an amazing job with the color palette and making every color, I kid you not, you can mix and match, and I love when brands have like a color palette like that. And this Mar and Playa, stunning. Only a few items came in Playa. Definitely Definitely wish we would have gotten more because this blue is to die for. But I do understand, like, when your capsule gets big, like you can only have so many items and so many colors because of budget and stuff like that. But I'm just not the big. Now this is the new fit Dream Heather. If you have longer glutes, like a higher rise, I think you'll prefer this fit because I have shorter glutes, a shorter torso, like a shorter rise, shorter glute seam. I personally do not love this fit. I hope we see the first fit of Dream Heather come back, the more like mid-rise, short glute seam, because that was one of the very few short glute options, and then it got changed every time it dropped. But now it is ultra high rise, longer glute seam, does have an elastic glute seam to separate the cheeks, but it's not considered scrunch. Now this color, I'm wearing gray underwear. You can slightly see, like it's gray and then white. You can definitely see the gray and white band, so definitely on the sheerer side. I'm glad we got a light color because, again, obviously I'm not going to be wearing like a gray blue for the gym, but I just wanted to show for sheerness wise. And again, we'll do the sticker test. More true to size now. I feel like last time it was the other fits were a little bit on the tighter side. This is definitely very true to size. Not too tight, not too loose. This is the glutes on me, obviously, because it's still a lighter color, still goes in the cheeks. It is still quite flattering. I just prefer the other fit, especially because of my glute size, because like my glutes stop right here, and then the V-seam comes about an inch past, and then the glute seam is also an inch too long as well for my body shape. The previous Dream Heather fit just worked a lot better for my body shape, but again, if you have longer glutes, don't care about the glute seam measurements like ultra high rise, I definitely think you'll like the new Dream Heather fit. Inseam is, what is it, 26? For me, because it's now a little bit stretchier, I really wouldn't stress the inseam. Like, I can pull it all the way down now because it, again, doesn't feel as tight as previous. And then obviously lighter color, gonna be more sheer. I don't feel like it's that bad. Like, even when just standing, like, yeah, you can slightly see it, but I mean, Buffbunny's, like, I've seen worse, if that makes sense. Nude thong, no tattoo, like, I really wouldn't stress it. But, like, obviously it's not, like, 100% squat proof. The Halo collection, 92% modal, 8% spandex, lightweight, very identical to Honor Active Mellow Soft. So if you like Honor Active Mellow Soft, I think you'll love these. So we have the Halo Baby Tee, which has come before, 30 US, 42 Canadian, Pink Crush, Tequila Sunrise, and Azul. And it's waist length, ultra soft and breathable, body skimming fit. So I did this in Pink Crush, extra small in the baby tees because, again, they're very stretchy. You can definitely size down if you want it a little bit more fitted because it's just so thin, lightweight, and again, very stretchy. Not compressive at all. So if you want a more fitted feel, you can definitely size down. This is where it hits me. Cap sleeve, it's got the side seam contour, curved hem in the front. Again, exactly like Honor Active Mellow Soft, does show sweat, is very thin. Their meet and greet baby tee length, which I love. This or Tequila Sunrise with the ombre set, and again, I love wearing the baby tees sometimes as a short sleeve bolero. You guys know I love a bolero, and I just feel like something about this is just, I'm obsessed. And then, again, because Teresa is giving us options, gave us the Halo tee. So now we have a full length option if you maybe don't like a meet and greet length or a baby tee. This comes in Pink Crush, Tequila Sunrise, Azul, and Onyx Black. Again, same fabric, same design and like side seams, just now full length, which does for me come past my hip bones. And again, it's very stretchy. Ultra soft, breathable body skimming. So I did 2 of these because I love full length. And again, I did do extra small because I wanted it more fitted. Got Azul. And then Tequila Sunrise. I just freaking love Tequila Sunrise. Literally just so easy, lightweight, flowy, breathable to put on over your sports bra. And then if you get hot at the gym, you can take it off. Or if you want to go on a hot girl walk but want to just wear your sports bra, this is the perfect summer top. Straight in the back but curves in the front of the bottom hem. Has these side seams, cap sleeves, same exact fit as the baby tee, just long line. So if you have this one, go same size for this. The extra small halo tee that is full length. So it does come past my hip bones. And again, it's very lightweight, stretchy. So you can make it even longer if you wanted. Exact same fit pretty much as the halo baby tee, just full length. Love that we have full length option now. I definitely think I prefer this, especially with seamless, because again, I like to do that like chopped off glute look in quite a few colors. I sized down because it is so thin, stretchy, and lightweight, and I like a super snatched fit. So if you feel the same, you can definitely size down in this top. And again, keep in mind, it does show sweat. Like the halo, if you have any of the halo fabric, you know, it does show sweat. Very similar to Honor Active's Mellow Soft. So if you have any of those tops, I think you'd like these as well. This is 34, the baby tee is 30. Again, it's got these side contour seams, very similar to Honor Active's. And then the tonal logo on the side. Back is very simple, very comfortable. I love throwing this over a sports bra and then just taking it off at the gym if I get too hot. So the Tequila Sunrise color is definitely a little bit more sheer than Azul, but again, it's a lighter color. So when pairing it, like, you do kind of see the contrast, because again, halo fabric is very thin. We have the Seamless collection, 57% nylon, 35% polyester, and 8% spandex. So we've got the VIDA Seamless Sports Bra. This is going to be 42 US, 58 Canadian. Azul Charcoal, and then Sunrise Ombre. So it's a polyester nylon spandex blend, the shape seamless fabric. Medium support level, 1.5 inch bottom band. Rib detailing, sweetheart neckline, keyhole back detail, designed to tuck the front and back armpits. Did extra small in this, and I'm glad I did. It does remind me of Form Seamless, but I feel like the support is a lot better than Form Seamless, and obviously it's not reversible, but I do like this a lot more than Form. A lot of the other girls have said so as well. It is BTC approved. It's got a thick bottom band down here. Overall, I just feel like the structure is a lot better than Form, but I did size down because I know their seamless bra is usually very stretchy, so I just like a tighter fit and a more itty bitty minimal moment. It's still definitely more coverage, but I do think if you're IBTC like a little bit of a tighter fit or a more minimal moment, you can size down in this. For larger up top, you can stay true to size. Again, it's got a lot of stretch. It's got this keyhole detail in the back, the Buffbunny logo in white on the seamless, and then the subtle ombre detailing pretty much back here. Got the scrunch down here, removable cups. Here is the seamless matching ombre bra. I sized down to extra small because their seamless fabric, again, is pretty stretchy. And since I'm IBTC, like a less coverage moment, I was like, all right, let me size down. Very comfortable, even in an extra small. So if you're smaller up top, want less coverage, don't want it too big, I definitely think you can size down. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. Obviously the straps are a little bit tighter, but I don't feel like it's, oh my god, this is too snug. So I am very happy I sized down. It's got a thicker band, little sweetheart neckline with a scrunch similar to the leggings, and removable cups. I would say pretty dang supportive. I feel like even the BTC girlies have been loving it. A lot more supportive than the Form bra. And I just personally like the design better than the Form bra. Like, I feel like it's very flattering. And then the back has like an open back moment. Now this right here is looking a little weird. I don't know what's going on right there. Like, I feel like had I done my normal size, this probably would have gaped right here. I don't know, it's just looking, because like down here is tight and then this isn't, so I don't know if it's like, I don't know. If you're wider, if you have a wider back, maybe don't size down, because then it might like dig in a little bit. And then we have the VIDA seamless leggings in Azul, Charcoal, and Sunrise Ombre. High rise, V-back waistband dip, 24 inseam glute scrunch detail, 64 US and 78 Canadian. So I got the leggings in Azul and I got extra small. They're definitely my second favorite seamless legging from Buffbunny. I still think Miracle is more flattering on the glutes because it's got that under glute compression. But if you don't like the under glute compression and want a more simple design, I definitely think you'll like this. Obviously, I guess it's not really a simple design because it does have a slight V-back. Now, it's not as harsh of a V-back as I feel like the Poshknit one or like a CLS V-back. Like that one definitely goes quite low and you have to keep pulling it up because your underwear shows. This one didn't go that low, so I don't feel like I have to keep pulling it up or else my underwear shows, so I really wouldn't stress that. It's a very, very low-key V-back. And then two-tiered vertical ribbed waistband, has good tummy control, comes to a point which I really like because I feel like then you get a little bit of extra tummy control in the lower tummy. Whereas sometimes like when it's a straight band, it then kind of like pushes it down and out. Whereas when it's curved, I feel like it doesn't do that as much. And then you get a little bit of extra support right in the middle stomach. So I wish more seamless brands would do a V-point. Then again, the back has a seam right here. I have seen the stitching right here rip for some people. That was probably just a defect, but I can potentially see maybe a seam being there being an issue, but I have yet to have that happen, but I have seen it, so I just wanted to let you guys know. But it's got a true scrunch. It's a thick scrunch too. I definitely feel like they could have done it thinner because if you do have smaller glutes, the thicker scrunch is going to be a lot more noticeable. But I'm just glad we have a true scrunch and not just a glute seam. I wish they would do more scrunch, so I'm very, very excited about this. And it's the shape seamless material, but something about it does feel slightly thicker and softer than some of their other shape seamless fabrics. Sometimes their seamless can feel a little bit scratchier. So this feels softer, feels a little bit thicker. I'll still do the sticker test. Obviously, if you have a tattoo in the lighter shade, you might slightly see it, but I don't feel like it's as bad as BBL used to be. Very, very stretchy. So even though it's 24 inseam, you can pull it to make it full length because it's got so much stretch. I don't really get any camel toe. There's no front seam. I feel like I have plenty of crotch room. Waistband when working out, however, the top, because whenever waistbands have a longer front or a back rise, the longer one usually tends to roll when you move to become the back rise. It's just something that is quite common when there's different rise in the front or back. So that does happen to me a little bit. Not terrible, but I do have to kind of like keep unfolding it. It is high rise on me. If you have a longer torso, it could potentially be more mid-rise. I really like the length. It's not too high on me. The V-back seamless leggings in Azul extra small. So the seamless material, a little bit thicker and softer than a previous seamless fabric. Still very similar to like what Buffbunny's previously done. I do feel like there have been a little bit of tweaks though to the seamless quality, which I like. I definitely like the feel of these. And it's got a vertical ribbed two-tiered V waistband, which I love. I love a V waistband, and I wish more seamless ones would do it with that compression kind of coming to a point to also compress your lower stomach. So I really love the waistband. It's high rise, but not ultra high rise, so it could potentially be on the verging on mid-rise depending on your torso. I really like where it hits, especially as a V back. I think having it a little bit higher prevents a little bit more rolling, or if it does roll, it's not like it'll become low rise. And it's got a V back with a true scrunch. It's got a V back, but it's not too low to where when you squat it shows your undies. So I do quite like where it hits. It's not as low as my CLS ones, but it's also not super noticeable that it's a V. So if you like a more enhanced V back, these might not be for you, but I personally do prefer this because you got a little subtle V, but it's not to where you have to keep adjusting during your workout. The waistband does kind of roll when moving and stuff because obviously the front is longer, and when leggings have a different front and back rise, the longer side usually rolls when moving to become the same length as the shorter side. So it does slightly happen in these, but I feel like I prefer these a lot better than the Poshknit ones. And again, We love a good scrunch. Now, they're not as flattering in my opinion as Miracle, because again, Miracle's got that underglute compression, but it is my second favorite Buffbunny seamless legging because it does have a true scrunch. Still very, very flattering. I just, again, like the underglute lift. If you don't like an underglute lift, I would definitely give this a try. Now, because this is a lighter color, it is going to be more sheer, but the marl does kind of help distract from that. But obviously, if you have a tattoo, you'll probably see it in this. But if you stay true to size, maybe size up, I really wouldn't stress it. Like, I don't even stress it now because I don't have a glute tattoo. I wear a new thong. Just when I do the sticker squat test, just in case. Love that we have the full length halo tees now because I love the look of like having a full length top, kind of like cut the top glutes off. I feel like it just makes the booty look so good. Now inseam, because it's seamless, it is full length, very, very stretchy. So if you're taller, I would not stress the length on these at all. I find these pretty true to size. Not insanely snug, but also not like it's running big. I feel like you can stay to your normal size and be fine. The waistband has like medium compression, like it's not super tight so you don't feel uncomfortable. Like I would feel fine wearing this all day. It's very, very comfortable. I'd stay to your normal size. And then it also comes in shorts, and these are 6 inches. So the VIDA seamless shorts in azul, charcoal, and sunrise ombre, 46 US, 58 Canadian. Shape seamless, so 6-inch inseam medium compression, high rise V-back waistband dip, and then glute scrunch detail. So I got this in the ombre. The ombre is stunning. It's hard candy with sunrise tequila, or a pink to an orange. Absolutely beautiful. And again, same design as the leggings, same material, same fit, just a 6-inch. And it does still slightly roll, but not bad. Like it's definitely not as bad as like the Nubri 6-inch. And so flattering because with bikers, you get that underglute fold that you don't get in a shorter inseam or even leggings. So I personally prefer the bikers over the leggings. The 6-inch are more flattering. It's very true to size. I do not feel like I need to size up or size down personally. Again, it has a lot of stretch. I feel like if I size up, I just get excess crotch fabric, which I don't like. So I personally am happy staying true to size. Again, it's got a 2-tiered waistband. It's high rise, and then V in the back with a scrunch, and then a marled ombre. The sticker squat test. Here are the V-back seamless biker shorts. They are 6 inches. Do slide a little bit because it's a softer seamless fabric. Don't roll that bad. I love the length. Very happy with them. I don't think I'd get annoyed when working out because it's only the tiniest bit of rolling. The waistband stays put pretty well, but again, similar to the leggings, when moving, bending, squatting, it does kind of roll a little bit in the front to become similar to the back because again, it's got that V-back, but not that bad. Medium tummy control, has the V point, so it covers the lower stomach. And again, this is ombre. You guys know I love an ombre moment, so I'm obsessed. I've been an ombre girly since Gymshark days, so I'm so here for this. Again, it's got scrunch, no underglute compression, but because it is bikers, you get that underglute fold, so insanely flattering. And then covers my undies, but still comes to a little baby point. Definitely one of Buffbunny's most flattering bikers so far. And then we've got the sticker in, a little bit sheer, but not bad. Like no thong, really wouldn't stress it. As long as you don't size down, like I think you're fine. And I did extra small, my normal size. Very, very comfortable, nothing feels too tight. And then we have the cardio collection, Rebel Legging V2 in Siren Holographic. This will be 64 US and 86 Canadian. High rise, eco poly fabric. Inseam is 26, medium compression. So I did extra small. Now the glute seam is a little bit shorter than my Rebel shorts from my collection, like the pink holographic. So I prefer the glute seam on this one, and the rise is also a little bit shorter as well, which I wish mine had similar rise and glute seam, but I'm very happy that this one's a little bit shorter. Went on, I feel like it's not as like loud. I do kind of wish it was a little, like it looks shiny on the camera, but I don't know. I need to go back and look. I just feel like with like the holographic mood ring was a little bit shinier, but also maybe it was a different lighting. I just feel like my butt looked a little bit more like a bubble, like enhanced more because of where like the shimmer hit. This one definitely went on, is a little bit darker, less in your face, not as shiny, but obviously still is shiny because it's holographic. But I just felt like my butt in the mood ring just looked like a bubble. This one still has shine to it, but I feel like it's a little bit less like boom, you know, but beautiful. Like the color literally looks how it sounds, like mermaid vibes, like siren-y. I love the color. Still ultra high rise on me, but if you have a longer torso, it'll be high rise. No front seam, but I will say it felt kind of tight in the crotch area, and then the gusset was very visible, and now I'm seeing why. It's a shorter crotch room area, but look at how big that gusset is. Like, I don't feel like the gussets are normally that wide, or am I crazy? I think that could potentially be causing the issue. You can see like the gusset is very, very visible standing. Like you can see it, and so it just feels tight and uncomfortable in the crotch area. So I'm just noticing that. Waistband's also quite big on me, but the leg area is very tight, so I can't size down to help with the waistband. So because this area is snug, the waistband's not. When I move and stuff, I am having to keep pulling up the waistband, which is a bit of a bummer. I do wish the waistband was equally as tight as the legs, or maybe the leg area not as snug, so I could size down for the waist. Oh, it's not as shiny as like the mood ring and doesn't have like purple in it. Like if you look at the like detailing, and then look at this one's kind of got like these different, slightly different shapes than this one. Here it is to pink hollow. This is black cherry, moto. Glute seam has been lowered a little bit in this one, which I do appreciate. I wish mine had a shorter glute seam, so I love that they did slightly lower it. They also lowered the rise, which I also appreciate. I will say the waistband does feel quite big, so it's just kind of like sitting there, especially in the back, so I have to keep pulling it up. So I do wish the waistband was tighter, especially because like the leg area is snug. It is tight. But the waistband isn't, so it makes like, it feels like when I move that the legging, like it's being pulled down. So I just feel like if you're gonna have a lot of compression here, you should also have it in the waistband, not be tight here and then like baggy in the waistband. That's just my personal opinion, because I just find that it slides a lot and I can't size down for it to fit my waist better, because then the leg area is too tight. But that's just how it's fitting on me personally with the tweaks. Pretty similar, I would say, to the mood ring. I just feel like the mood ring had a little bit of a tighter waistband, if I'm not wrong. Gusset is more, it feels higher though. I don't know if the crotch room has been shortened or the gusset's been raised, but like even just standing here, you can visibly see the gusset being a little uncomfortable. It isn't as shiny as I feel like the mood ring was, so not making the glutes pop as much. Squat proof though, wouldn't stress sheerness. I love rebel leggings for like a non-scrunch high performance legging. Like I know a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, run in this one. I don't run, but I feel like they do. The main thing again is just like when moving, like because the leg area is quite snug and the waistband is not, it's just being pulled down. So again, I do wish the waistband was a little bit tighter, but this is how it's looking on me. I think it is a stunning color. I think the name Siren fits this perfectly. It's giving mermaid and I'm here for it. Then we have the Soul Sports Bra, 46 US, 58 Canadian in Siren holographic, Eco Poly, 1-inch elastic at inner edge of hem. Light to medium support, scoop neckline and razor back, removable bust pad. So I did extra small, very true to size, very comfortable. It's not as structured as like obviously like some of the other bras, so a little bit like a thinner fabric, but it does have a thick bottom band for added support. I love a good thick bottom band. It have removable cups, razor back, very simple design. The slicker fabric, I would say true to size, stick to your normal size. Like I don't really feel like I need to size up or size down. Longer line, definitely has more coverage. The Siren holographic matching bra, so it's not a halter. This one's definitely more a BTC friendly. It's got a thick elastic band down here. I did extra small, very, very true to size, very comfortable, just a higher coverage moment. Pretty narrow chest friendly, like it doesn't feel like it's puckering too much. I honestly feel like I could size down if I wanted to give less coverage, but then it could have potentially been a little too tight in certain areas, because I do find this bra to be very true to size. very comfortable on. Like I could wear this all day and feel fine. Nothing feels like ugh. I love the BTC options for the BTC girlies. Thick elastic bands down here, so pretty supportive. And we have the 30 flow short and bikini and boy short coming back, and these are going to be 48 US, 66 Canadian. Playa, Tequila Sunrise, and Oat Milk for both. Light to medium compression level, high rise, smocked waistband with inside draw cord. Again, is the inside liner length. On outer shell is 3 inches. Now for the boy short liner inseam is 4 inches, and then the inseam on outer shell is also 4 inches. Snag any of those. I'm just not a flirty flow short type of gal. We have the Perform reversible bodysuit. This will be 68 US, 86 Canadian, Candy Crush Azul and Onyx Black, and this is the Perform fabric, so a nylon lycra mix. Light to medium support level, reversible front to back design, no front or back rise seam. Removable bust pad. So I did Azul. Poshknit bodysuit came out. I was so sad that it didn't come in Azul. So I'm so happy that we got a bodysuit in this color, because I think Azul is just one of those beautiful blues that looks good on every skin tone. It's perfect for summer. It is 6-inch inseam, extra small in this, and it was 6 inches inseam. I don't know if that's the same for all of them or if there's a grading scale on this. I'm glad I sized down. It's definitely not as snug as like the Poshknit bodysuit. And again, it's a different fabric. It's a higher performance fabric, so slicker. Definitely will hold up better with sweat. But again, not as compressive. Still has some compression to it and still very flattering, but it's not as tight. It wasn't as hard to get on. I personally am happy I sized down. I feel like had I stuck true to size, it potentially could have been baggy in certain areas or not as fitted as I personally like. Our removable cups that you can swap either front or back. This is the front, or I guess the front, I don't know. If you want a more coverage moment, you can wear this. Thicker straps. And it comes in, like it's sewn in at the waist, a V-point right here to bring in the waist or shape the glutes depending on which way you wear it. And then it does roll because it's, again, not long enough to where it hits past the thickest part of your thigh, and again is a very soft lower compression fabric, so it does slide a little bit easier. This is the other side if you want a more cleavage moment. It's got this twist front or twist back depending how you wear it. There is no built-in shelf bra, so definitely lower support. And then it's got a keyhole detail in the stomach area. And then again, the V-point or V-back. But there is no glute seam on either side, but still able to pull it in the cheeks. I don't like like to me it reminded me of was like navigation, because navigation bottoms, a lot of them don't have seams. I don't like their bottoms that don't have seams, but I actually didn't mind this. Like I thought it was still flattering. Obviously I prefer a glute seam. I feel like it gives extra separation and shapes more, but it would not have worked in this type of bodysuit, so I completely get it. And I still think it's pretty dang flattering even without having one, because it's got a lower V-seam. Would definitely spend my own money on, would definitely buy more. Like I kind of regret not also getting hard candy. I still think Poshknit bodysuit is my #1. Shape Seamless is second, and then this is a third. If they made Dream Heather into a 6.5 inch, that would be up there as well. But I love that we have a shorts option for summer. I love that it's reversible, so if you like more coverage, you have that option, or if you want a more cleavagey moment like myself, you also have that option as well. And we finally got a bodysuit in fun colors. Here is the extra small bodysuit in Azul. Again, it is the Perform fabric, so similar to the corset bodysuit, that slicker material. I would say stretchier than the corset bodysuit. I'm glad I sized down. I think I wouldn't have really liked how extra small felt. Just because I like a tighter, more compressive fit. This is reversible, so this is how the front looks. It does have removable cups, that way you can take them out if you want to wear them the other way. Doesn't snatch as much as like the Poshknit bodysuit, but still very flattering and fitted, at least with sizing down. It's got the V-point right here, which you guys know I love. It brings in the waist. I hate when bodysuits have a straight line. All it does is make your waist look wider, whereas when it comes to a point, it brings it in. And again, it is designed and sewn to come in more at the waist. No built-in shelf bra or anything, just the like seams at the bottom, so definitely going to be a lower support moment. Has thicker straps that again cross over in the back because it's a twisted design. The front and back do not have a glute seam, again because it is reversible, so it makes sense not to have one. I don't think I like non-glute seams. I mean, this is not bad. I don't know. I just don't like navigations ones, so it kind of reminds me of that. But I do like that, again, it at least comes to a V-point, so it does shape somewhat. Like, it's still very, very flattering. I still think I'm just not used to having no glute seam. When with no glute seam, like, it is laying flat. Like, it's not like it's in the cheeks, but it's not like it's puckering like sometimes it does if it's a long glute seam. So maybe I do prefer no glute seams if it's gonna be a longer design. But it's got the V back, which does hit a little bit high, but not that bad. Like, it is very, very flattering. A little under glute line, which is so much more flattering in my opinion than like a 4 or a legging, because you can't get that same glute line. At least I can't, unless it's like a 6.5 or a 7. So I definitely would snag more in this bodysuit. I'm glad I did extra small, slick fabric, so I really wouldn't stress sweat in this bodysuit. You could definitely work out in it. It's more of like a performance fabric, so meant for that. Pretty easy to get on and off. Again, it's not like the Poshknit where I had to like inch it up, so wouldn't stress having to go to the bathroom in this too. Obviously, I mean, you'll be on the toilet naked, which is always awkward. And again, I am glad that it is at least 6 inches. I only want my bodysuit, if it's gonna be a short bodysuit, I want it to be 6 or longer. I can't stand when they're like 4.5, it's just too short. So I'm very, very happy with the length on these. Other side. So now I'm gonna go flip it and show you guys how it looks the other way. Here's the reversed side. This is definitely more my vibe. I like a cleavagey moment. Like the little keyhole detail. Very, very comfortable. I took the cups out and popped them in here. There is also a insert on the sides that you can put on this side as well. It's got a seam right here, which I'm not absolutely loving, but it's fine. Straps aren't sliding down. They fit very, very comfortable. We have the lifestyle collection. So we have the VIDA short sleeve tee, Azul Tequila Sunrise White, 100% cotton, relaxed short sleeve fit, 36 US, 50 Canadian. Did not snag those. Then we have the VIDA baby tee, 40 US, 58 Canadian, 100% cotton, waist length fit. And then white, leche, and teal. Didn't get those either. And then we have the phantom waist jacket, 64 US, 78 Canadian, hibiscus, is that right? I don't know if it's, I think they couldn't call it hard. Actually, I don't know if this is a typo or if they just couldn't call it hard candy because it was slightly different because of the fabric, but it's pretty much hard candy. So if you have any hard candy, want to mix and match, that's the jacket to do it with. But I got Azul extra small. It's the nylon spandex blend, waist length fit, 2-way zipper, thumb holes. Reminds me of the Performed fabric, to be honest. Like the bodysuit material feels very similar to this. I sized down because a lot of Buffbunny jackets just flare at the waist, aren't fitted. And I have yet to have Buffbunny do a BBL snatching jacket that works for me. Still does not, even when sizing down. It flares at the bottom and kind of makes me look almost square when fully zipped, because it kind of like hits where right at the spot where my smallest point of my waist is, and it's like, again, it comes out and flares, so it makes my waist look bigger and me just kind of square. So I personally like to wear it unzipped so you still kind of see my waist. And I still like it because, again, it came in fun colors to throw on over your sports bra, have it left open. I really like it. I just personally prefer a more fitted, less flared bottom and a snatching bottom, and that is not this for me. If you are curvier, I don't think you'll mind the flare at the bottom. Does have thumb holes. Again, is a more sweat wicking material. I think if you want it more fitted, you can size down. It's a meet and greet length, so not full length. Has these curve seam details on the front. Love Azul. I had to get it in the jacket. Buffbunny really doesn't have any like BBL jackets for me. They all usually are like really loose at the waist. So, and then lately a lot of their like crops have been flaring on me, so I wanted to size down to see if that'll help and maybe snatch me. It's got thumb holes, very similar to the bodysuit, a slicker, stretchier feel. So it hits right at my belly button. Does flare out on me, so like not snatching at all. I still like it though. I love having like a little crop to put on. I love this color. It came in beautiful colors, hard candy, this one, and I think black. I'm a little bummed that even in an extra small, it's doing that. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's actually making me look wider and straighter because it's flaring at where my smallest part is, making me look wider. So I don't know if I'm loving it for me, but I'll definitely like wearing it open though. With the bodysuit, super cute. Like you're still able to see like my waist is snatched, whereas when I feel like it's fully zipped, it does make my waist, because it flares out instead of coming in, it does make my waist look a little bit bigger. But I personally would say to size down in this. It also has a double zipper, so I could wear it like this if I wanted, which is cute. I do like that it has that option. Accessories, and then we have the pillow tote in onyx black and rosita pink. This will be 64 US, 78 Canadian. Nylon exterior, polyester lining, water resistant shell lining, laptop pocket, expandable side zip pocket to fit any tumbler, extra interior pockets and D-ring, 12-inch shoulder strap. I'll pop the measurements right here, but I got it in pink. I loved my yellow tote. I use it all the time, but obviously it is smaller. But this one is like a large. I kind of hope we see a medium size as well, but I'm obsessed with these bags. I think, I'm so happy Teresa and the design team came out with this, because it is like the cutest gym bag, run errands bag, Pilates bag, yoga bag. Like it's big. It'll fit anything you need. Overnight bag, laptop pocket on the inside, in a zip pocket right here. And then also you can fit your hydro jug on the side. I added my little hair clip because I felt like, look how cute that is. Also got a firm bottom, pretty structured, but it's like that pillowy material. And I just think this is the cutest bag Buffbunny has ever done. And I need more, and I need a medium size as well in fun colors. I'm so happy we got the pink. Yeah, it's got pockets on both sides. Very nice quality. It's got the tonal Buffbunny zipper and logo. Myself using this all the time. I have the 3-pack scrunch socks in Candy Crush Azul and Onyx Black. They're white, just the logo is a different color. I did not snag these. I'll have snagged them to see if they updated the fit. A lot of my other Discord girls had noticed too the inconsistencies on scrunch socks and it just running a lot bigger and like extra small, not fitting like extra small. So I'm sad I couldn't snag them to like confirm whether the fit has been updated. That is everything that is launching for Teresa times VIDA collection. She absolutely killed it. I am so proud of her. I know you guys are gonna love it. I love the colors, and I love that she really tried to like give everyone that wanted different coverage, different links, an option. She absolutely killed it. Cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on these pieces. Code Bailey saves you 10% off. My support link to shop will be down here. Code Bailey also counts as an entry to my monthly giveaway, which I'll have a link down below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any launch questions, feel free to leave them down below. Shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I'll try to get back to you ASAP. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.